Yasodharo.
Oh, Barbara,
Hi. Hi. I'm so happy to welcome you again. It's such a pleasure to talk with you every time we are together. We are like talking. So and I will also translate, simultaneously. So, pozdravljena Yasodharo. Res sem vesela, da smo spet se dobile, vedno je taka, res mi je veselje vedno govoriti s tabo, kadarkoli se pač dobimo ali v živo ali prek Zooma. So I wonder what we will talk today, or maybe maybe we can just continue this conversation before we started the Zoom. So mogoče lahko kar nadaljujemo s tem pogovorom, ki so ga začeli preden sem začela snemati. Actually we talked about how I'm like, my body is like really weird, and have all the different pains and everything, and I'm not sure what is going on. So torej so govorile so o tem, da pač jaz rekla, da imam tako ful neke stvari s telesom, se mi dogaja, ne vem, kaj pravzaprav je, vsa živa vprašanja sem vprašala, se nič ne spremeni.
what's wrong?
Ja, torej kaj je narobe? And then we started to talk about entities, and Yasodharo asked me if, what did you ask me? If I'm like...
aware of entities, maybe, if your body is also giving you entity awareness?
Yeah, torej vprašala me je, če mi daje moje telo zavedanje entitet. In je bilo tako, moje telo naenkrat tako, so my body was like...
Finally!
Moje telo rekla, končno! So, and this is really, can you talk maybe a little bit more about this? So maybe it will be contribution also for people in our Slovenian group and elsewhere where we will share this Facebook Live. Torej, če lahko malo več pove o tem, kako pač entitete vplivajo na naša telesa, ker verjetno bo tudi še za koga tukaj v tej skupini to prispevek, oziroma tudi druge, ker bomo še delili ta video.
Yeah, well, I would like to start with what if there was never something wrong with our bodies?
Torej, rada bi začela s tem, da kaj če ni nikoli nič narobe z našimi telesi.
Even when the bodies start playing out all kind of symptoms or emotions or sicknesses, what if nothing was wrong?
Torej, kaj tudi, ko nam začne dajati telo neke simptome, neko bolezen, neke čustva, kaj še nikoli ni nič narobe.
And so one part of like what bodies will be aware of is all kind of things and energies and entities that sometimes we pretend we don't see or we don't be aware of.
Torej, in včasih bodo naša telesa se zavedala nekih energij, neke prisotnosti, ki česar mi ne vidimo.
And so that's a question. Since I did my first entity class many years ago, I started adding that to the who does this belong to question.
Torej, ona je od takrat, ko je naredila svoj prvi seminar o entitetah, je dodala to vprašanje k vprašanju, komu to pripada.
So who does this belong to? And then when it was someone, I always ask with a body or without a body.
Okay, torej, in je rekla, ko je to vprašala, in če je bilo to od nekoga drugega, je potem vprašala, dodala k temu, je to z nekdo s telesom ali nekdo brez telesa.
There are more entities than people on the planet.
Sorry, I didn't get everything.
No, there are way more entities than entities with bodies on the planet.
So yeah.
Aware of that.
Torej, veliko več je na planetu, je veliko več entitet brez teles kot pa s telesi, in tega pač tega ne priznavamo.
It can be so easy, but like we have to kind of like unprogram what we've learned about bodies and awareness, I would say.
Torej, lahko je tako, lahko vendar bi rekla, Yasodharo pravi, da ona bi rekla, da se moramo odučiti tega, kar smo bili naučeni in programirani v zvezi s telesi.
And like one of the symptoms, like, you keep running into like in the last month I started running into ancestors dynamically, but it didn't Like it came in this form of like need and thoughts and feelings and
Oh,
emotions that I couldn't change, and I would keep looping back until I actually got like, oh, every time I'm looping back to these feelings and these emotions, it's actually time to talk to them, time to get to work.
Okay, torej recimo za Yasodharo se zdaj v zadnjem mesecu začel pojavljati, da se je začela srečevati s temi entitetami prednikov in to se je začelo prikazovati v obliki nekih občutkov, misli, nečesa, kar ni mogla spremeniti in vedno, ko šla nazaj v ta občutek ali pa neko čustvo, neko misel, je zdaj spoznala, da takrat je čas, da se pogovori s temi predniki.
Time to start to communicate, time to start to work together, time to start asking questions, time to clear.
Torej čas, da se začneš pogovarjati z njimi, da začneš ustvarjati z njimi, da začneš zastavljati vprašanja, čas, da odstranjuješ. So, Yasodharo, where do you learn all this stuff?
Well, I have to say I'm still learning every day, although I've been facilitating Talk to the Entities for 5 years or more now.
Torej, ona je rekla, da pravi Yasodharo, da se še ona vedno uči tega, čeprav zdaj že facilitira, pač pogovarjate se z entitetami, seminarje pogovarjate se z entitetami že približno 5 let ali mogoče celo več.
And honestly, for me, that's also like the most fun part, because there is so many worlds that open up every time you're willing to work with the spirit world.
In iskreno pravi, da torej za njo je to zabaven del, zato ker se toliko novih svetov odpira, ko si voljan dejansko pogledati te stvari.
And I travel a lot, so I run into a lot of like entities that I'm not really like accustomed to.
Torej, tudi Yasodharo veliko potuje in se tudi srečuje z entitetami, na katere ni resnično navajena.
So like now I'm in Saudi and I will go to Jordan after, so there's all kind of this like more desert and Arabic like beings that have a totally different history than what I have been growing up with.
Wow. Torej, zdaj je v Saudski Arabiji in potem bo šla v Jordanijo in je zdaj se srečuje z nekimi bolj temi puščavskimi, arabskimi entitetami, ki imajo drugačno zgodovino kot to, s čimer je odraščala Yasodharo.
And then I go to Japan and that's something totally different because I've never been to Japan.
In potem gre na Japonsko in to je spet nekaj popolnoma drugačnega, ker še nikoli ni bila na Japonskem.
And so what if like every place on earth has its own particular energies and entities running their own business?
In kaj, če ima vsak prostor na mestu neke specifične entitete, ki dejansko deluje na svoj lasten način?
And so not working with that can really create a lot of shit in a body.
In torej, če ne delamo s tem, to lahko veliko stranja ustvari v telesu. Wow.
But it can.
Ni treba, da, ampak pa lahko pa ustvari. And for me, it's really interesting why I always, as I was telling you before, I ask like hundreds of questions, different questions, pod and poc, and this is the last question, or maybe I even don't remember to ask if this is some entity. Torej, jaz recimo, ko imam kakšne stvari, se vprašam, tisoče vprašanj, uporabljam urodja, podam, pokam, ampak to je eno zadnjih vprašanj, ali pa sploh pozabim se vprašati, če to mogoče kakšna entiteta.
So I'm sure you don't have a power and potency with them.
How do you know? Torej, prepričana, da ni nobene moči in potence v zvezi s tem. So, yeah, since I was on one Talk to the Entity class, and since then, I'm like dealing with entities all the time. I mean, people are coming to me all the time for the sessions. This is really funny for me because I'm not advertising this, and
entities know. They're like, oh, now she has the tools. Let me bring her people. Let me bring her money. Let me bring her business.
Ja, torej, odkar sem naredila seminar Pogovarjajte se z entitetami, torej ta začetni, in takrat dejansko se skozi ukvarjam z entitetami, ljudje hodijo k meni na seanse, in ja, to mi je res zanimivo, zato ker tega nikjer ne oblačujem, ampak nekako ljudje to najdejo. In ja, Yasodharo pravi, ja, zato ker zdaj entitete vejo, zdaj ima ona orodja, zdaj pač lahko to zna narediti in da mi želijo denar prinesti in pomagati, prispevati mojemu poslu.
Yeah.
So this is, yeah.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's really interesting also how this class opened up my receiving. Yeah, it's really interesting. And I did this class in 2016. So, but you said also that it really changed a lot since then. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. Torej, jaz sem naredila ta seminar leta 2016 in smo se z Yasodharo že prej pogovarjali in je rekla, da se je od takrat ta seminar popolnoma spremenil. In ena stvar, ki jo je ta seminar tudi naredil za mene, tako da se mi je ful odprlo prejemanje.
I would even say, like, you know, it used to be called the beginning. Now it's really like more an advanced class.
Oh, really? Torej, ja, temu seminarju se je rekel tako, začetek, a ne dejansko, pa zdaj gre res že za bolj napredni seminar.
Because there is so much like exercising of being. It's not anymore just the doing part. Like, what do I do with entities? I don't want them. No, it's like, what can you start being? That will allow you to receive from them and create with them and facilitate them, but also the planet.
Wow. Torej, zdaj veliko bolj teh je vaj z bitjem, a ne, ker včasih je bilo, ja, pač čistimo, komuniciramo, prejemamo identitet, zdaj pa bolj tako, kaj si ti lahko z entitetami, kaj lahko z njimi ustvarjaš in ja, torej z njimi, kaj lahko si z njimi in potem tudi posledično s planetom. Wow, I'm even more excited for this class, which is coming on the 1st of July. You know that Yasodharo is coming in Slovenia. From the 1st to the 3rd July we have a class. Torej, ja, Yasodharo prihaja v Slovenijo od 1. do 3. julija in imamo ta začetni seminar, the beginning class. The
only prerequisites is like one bars class, and I would really like to invite like everyone to this class in Slovenia, but also outside, because it can also be online.
Torej, edini pogoj za to delavnico je, da se udeležite ene Access Bars delavnice in Yasodharo bi resnično rada povabila vse na to delavnico, torej iz Slovenije, pa tudi iz celega sveta, ker bo ta delavnica potekala tudi prek spleta.
Like, this class is such a gift.
Torej, ta seminar je tako darilo.
It changes people so much.
Tako spremeni ljudi.
So, yeah, what will it take for everyone in Slovenia to be there?
Ja, torej, kaj je bilo potrebno, da so vsi iz Slovenije tam? Ja, I wonder too. Ja, torej s telesi, ja, yes, exactly, točno to. So, yeah, maybe, can you say maybe something, you know, what else are people experience after this class?
Wow. You want to translate it first? Or?
Torej, vprašala sem tudi, če lahko mogoče malo poveš o tem, kaj še drugega ljudje skušajo po tem seminarju.
Like, one of the things I've seen in the last classes that I did was a totally different connection to the body, to the families, in relationships, in any area of life, weirdly enough, like being totally connected.
Torej, kar je opazila na zadnjem seminarju, ki ga je facilitirala, je totalno drugačen odnos oziroma povezava s telesom, torej tudi v družini, z drugimi telesi, torej v smislu popolne povezave. Wow.
Yeah, which is, it's very strong, and we will do exercises in this class also that are going to really open up spaces in your body that create this way of being connected to everything you are.
Wow. Torej, naredili bomo na tem seminarju tudi vajo, ki bo dejansko pravzaprav povezala na vsem tistim, kar je resnično, kar smo. Ja, torej neka povezava s telesom in nas poveže pa tudi s tem, kar kar smo. Wow. I'm excited. Yes, of course, the meeting. Wow, I hardly wait to start.
Well, how's your body now after this conversation? Is it
yeah. Oh, yeah. And also maybe we can mention that we have like on Friday, we have the, this, how you say, the...
money and entities?
No, we have also X-Men class. Yeah. So,
during the day?
sorry?
On the 1st of July during the day, exactly.
Yes. Torej, poleg tega, ta seminar Pogovarjajte se z entitetami se začne v petek zvečer, drugače imamo pa 1. julija celodnevno delavnico X ljudje. Yasodharo already had one class, X-Men in Slovenia, and it was awesome. Ja, torej, je imela že en seminar v Sloveniji, X-Men, in je bilo čudovito in tudi njej je bilo zelo zabavno. Yes, and also what people were saying afterwards, what they got out of it, it was like, wow, it's amazing. So
come and play.
Ja, torej, tudi kar so ljudje potem govorili po tem X-Men seminarju, kaj so dobili iz tega ven, je bilo izjemno in res vabljeni, da prijete, če vas kakorkoli to povabi. Torej, to pač neke kapacitete onkraj te resničnosti. So if they are willing to, let's say, explore the capacities and the possibilities beyond this reality. Yeah. So, I'm so looking forward, Yasodharo. And also, we can mention also on 22nd, we have more, let's say, specialty class in, let's say, 2-hour class, which is money and entities. Torej, na 22. junija imamo pa bolj tako specializirano dvourno delavnico Denar in entitete. So I guess that this class is more, let's say, specialized as we can go in the let's say, 2.5 day. We will probably cover so much.
And it is really like a fun intro. I've seen people coming to these classes. I've done quite a bit of them, and people will start to receive money from unexpected ways. They will start finding money. Money will come to them on their bank accounts. It's a very different way of creating with entities and with money once you make the demand for what will it take for money to show up through entities.
Ja, torej, Yasodharo je rekla, jaz sem jo vprašala, verjetno to pač bolj specializirana delavnica, pač verjetno se ne bomo mogli toliko poglabljati v to na tem 2,5-dnevnem seminarju, in je rekla, da je videla tako pač ljudje, ki prihajajo na ta seminar in so pripravljeni narediti neko zahtevo, torej začnejo dobivati denar na razne načine, nepričakovane načine, najde denar, prikaže se denar na njihovih bančnih računih in takrat, ko so pripravljeni zahtevati, da se denar prikaže skozi entitete. Torej, če želite, če vas zanima to, kako z entitetami ustvarja denar, kako vam lahko entitete prispevajo ustvarjanje denarja, vabljeni, pa bomo tudi linke tukaj objavili pod tem videom. So, if people are interested to come to this class, if they're interested how to create the money with entities and through entities, they're invited to come, and we will post the links below this video. So, and always you can ask me about information if you have any questions. Vedno lahko tudi vprašate mene, če imate kakršnakoli vprašanja. And Miha and Sandra stare, tudi ona dva sta gostitelja. In all classes will be also translated in Slovenian simultaneously. Vsi seminari bodo tudi prevedeni simultano v slovenščino. And we have also Slovenian manual, right?
We do, yes.
Yeah, awesome. Imamo tudi priročnik v slovenščini, kar je tako še dodatna, kako bi rekla, še dodatni benefit. And it's quite, let's say, expanded. As far as I know, compared to that, which I had. Ja, torej je res velik priročnik, mislim, ker jaz imam enega takega tankega in enkrat smo se prej z Yasodharo pogovarjali in rekla, da je tako ful večji zdaj. Tako da, wow.
See you very soon, Barbara.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for what you're creating.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. And what you are creating, yeah. Torej, res, hvala. Rekla Barbara, hvala Barbara, vse, kar kreiraš v svetu, in tudi hvala Yasodhari in vse, kar ona kreira v svetu. Tako da, ko mi čakamo, da da se vidimo in da tudi vidimo, kdo vse bo se nam pridružil na tem seminarju. So we are hardly waiting who else will come and who will play with us. Yeah, in 1 month, yeah. I think it's like better in 3 weeks.
That.
Yeah. Torej, v bistvu 3 tedne. Yeah. Have fun and see you soon. Bye.